What's happening, World Mythology fans? My name is Matthew Kennedy, and I'm going to be talking to you about Book 8 of the Aeneid. Let's get to it! Further incited by the Fury Electo, Turnus begins to prepare for an all-out war with the Trojans. Turnus commands a formidable army, featuring some of the best warriors in Italy. Seeing this, Aeneas begins to doubt himself as a leader. Virgil describes his inner turmoil. This way and that he turns his anxious mind, thinks and rejects the counsels he designed, explores himself in vain in every part and gives no rest to his distracted heart. Our hero was truly in a dark place. One night, overwhelmed by grief and hopelessness, he found himself face down on the sandy shores of the Tiber River. Suddenly the god, Tiberinus, rose from the mist and spoke to Aeneas. He told him of a king, named Evander, who will help him fight Turnus and the Rutuli. He also assured that he will safely reach his destiny. Spiritually renewed, Aeneas sets sail further up the coast of Italy. Aeneas enters Plantium, the city in which Evander rules, in the midst of great celebration. The citizens of Plantium, upon seeing Aeneas and his soldiers, believe they are under attack, and the festival screeches to a halt. Aeneas, with an olive branch in hand, assures that he is not there to make war. He explains to Evander the precarious situation the Trojans are in. Upon hearing this, Evander greets and embraces Aeneas like an old friend. Evander explains that he knew Aeneas' father, Anchises, many years ago. They were great friends and sees all his admirable traits in Aeneas. Because Evander loved Anchises and because of their shared kingly bloodline, he agrees to help Aeneas. The league you ask, I offer as your right, and when tomorrow's sun reveals the light, with swift supplies you shall be sent away. Now celebrate with us this solemn day, whose holy rites admit no long delay. Honor our annual feast and take your seat, with friendly welcome and a homely seat. After the feast, Evander explains more about the history of the land. His people, originally of Greek descent, founded the city after Hercules killed the monster Cacus, who was terrorizing the country. Since Aeneas is a demigod, Evander holds him in an even higher regard because of the city's history. He goes on to explain how the Latin civilization began. Many years ago, the Latins were nothing more than savages, living in lawlessness. Then, Saturn came down and taught them the tools needed to form a society. There is definitely some hostility in Evander's retelling of this. He is jealous of the Latins, his Italian competition, for receiving divine help.
This provides more insight as to why Evander is helping Aeneas.
In his final act, Evander entrusts Aeneas with his son, Pallas. My Pallas were more fit to mount the throne, and should, but he's a Sabine mother's son and half a native. But you combine a manly vigor and a foreign line. Evander instructs Aeneas to teach Pallas about the art of war, so he will be a fit ruler to succeed Evander. With a large number of troops gathered from Evander and other neighboring states, Aeneas begins his journey back to the Trojan camp. His journey was a great success. However, because of all these troops, they couldn't fit on his ships, so they had to march back. His journey will be delayed. Meanwhile, Venus, Aeneas' mother, worries for her son's prospects at war. She convinces Vulcan to craft godly armor for Aeneas. She presents the armor to Aeneas as a gift, which he readily accepts. The mother goddess, crowned with charms, breaks through the clouds and brings the fated arms. Featured in the set of armor was a shield. On the shield were inscribed prophecies. These included many future victories in battle, glorifying Rome and her people. He shakes the pointed spear at the sky and longs to try the plated cuisses on his manly thigh, but most admires the shield's mysterious mold and Roman triumphs rising on the gold, for these embossed the heavenly smith had wrought, not in the rolls of future fate untaught, the wars in order and the race divine of warriors issuing from the Julian line. Stay tuned for the analysis.